Ladies and gentlemen, in the Amhara region of Ethiopia, an intense and protracted conflict continues to ravage the land, with multiple fronts witnessing fierce clashes between the Ethiopian National Defense Force, ENDF, and the Amhara Fano forces. This ongoing conflict, which has been escalating in recent times, has now begun to spill over into various areas across the region. This video aims to provide a comprehensive overview of the latest updates from a multitude of sources on the ground, painting a vivid picture of the ongoing situation in these turbulent battle zones. We begin with the most recent reports from Debre-Ziet, a town nestled in the Mekdela County within southern Wello. Here, a ferocious battle unfolded between the Amhara Fano forces and Amhara Militias. The spark for this conflict was Fano forces launching a daring attack on the Amhara Militias. Reports gathered from various sources emphasize the severity of the situation, with the Amhara Militias sustaining heavy casualties, resulting in numerous individuals being killed or wounded. This grim reality highlights the magnitude of the clashes occurring in this region. Shifting our focus to Wichale, situated in the Ambassel County within western Wello, another battleground rages on. As you may recollect from previous updates, Fano forces had successfully taken control of Mersa town and have since been advancing towards Vergesa and Wichale. The most recent reports reveal that the intensity of the fighting in and around Wichale has escalated significantly. Wichale, a critical point on the A2 highway, is now a hotspot of conflict. Adding to the gravity of the situation, it has been reported that ENDF soldiers in this region have brought out heavy weaponry, underlining the dire circumstances on the ground. In addition to the previously mentioned conflict zones, we have also received disconcerting reports of intense fighting in Hyke, another strategic location along the A2 highway in western Wello. It seems that Fano forces have secured control over several regions near the A2 highway, leading to ongoing clashes in numerous areas. These unfolding events underscore the gravity of the situation in the Amhara region, with both ENDF and Amhara Fano forces locked in intense combat across multiple fronts. The consequences of this ongoing conflict are profound, with casualties and displacement being reported on an alarming scale. In addition to the military engagements between the Ethiopian National Defense Force, ENDF, and Amhara Fano combatants, there is a distressing and deeply concerning situation unfolding for the innocent civilians residing in the war-torn zones of the Amhara region. Tragically, these civilians are not merely caught in the crossfire. They are being subjected to violence and upheaval within their homes, while their villages and crops face devastation as a result of the ongoing conflict. Voice of America's Amharic service, which has been diligently covering this crisis, has reported that numerous innocent lives have been lost, and agricultural resources have been seriously impacted by the prolonged warfare between the defense forces and Fano militants in the Amhara region. According to sources cited by Voice of America, local residents have provided harrowing accounts of civilians being injured in the intense exchange of gunfire that commenced at daybreak on October 27, 2023, and persisted until late afternoon the following day. One of the epicenters of this conflict is Mersa town in the North Wello zone, where the local populace has borne the brunt of this tragedy. The conflict has also spilled over into other areas, further compounding the suffering of innocent civilians. Meshenti town, located just 18 kilometers from the regional capital, Bahir Dar city, Enaj Enauga Woreda in the East Gojam zone, and Wegdi Woreda in the south of the Wello zone, have all witnessed armed confrontations, as reported by Voice of America. The civilians in these afflicted areas are pointing the finger at the defense force, holding them responsible for the turmoil and suffering unfolding within their communities. However, as of now, there has been no official confirmation or denial of these allegations from the Ministry of the Federal National Defense, leaving the situation mired in uncertainty and unverified claims. It is essential to recall that recent public discussions held in Debre-Marcos town revealed a commitment to taking action against any members of the defense force found engaging in illegal activities. This underscores the urgency of addressing the issue and ensuring the safety and well-being of the innocent civilians caught in the crossfire. In conclusion, the Amhara region of Ethiopia is currently embroiled in a complex and devastating conflict marked by intense fighting between the Ethiopian National Defense Force, ENDF, and Amhara Fano combatants. This strife has been escalating, spilling into numerous areas and wreaking havoc on innocent civilians who find themselves caught in the crossfire. As we have learned, casualties are mounting, and the conflict is taking a severe toll on the lives and livelihoods of those living in these war-torn zones. Innocent civilians are losing their lives, homes are being destroyed, villages are being reduced to rubble, and essential crops are being burned. The suffering is profound and pervasive. Voice of America's Amharic service has reported on the grim reality faced by these civilians, with harrowing accounts of injuries and loss of life. The conflict has impacted various regions, such as Mersa Town, Meshenti Town, Enarjanauga Warada, and Wegdi Warada, further exacerbating the crisis. The blame for the turmoil is being laid at the feet of the defense force by local residents, although official confirmation or denial of these allegations has yet to emerge from the Ministry of the Federal National Defense, leaving the situation shrouded in uncertainty. Recent public discussions indicate a commitment to addressing the issue and holding any members of the defense force involved in illegal activities accountable. However, the urgency of the matter cannot be understated, as countless innocent lives are at stake. In light of this dire situation, it is imperative that the international community and concerned stakeholders remain vigilant, offering assistance and support to mitigate the suffering of these civilians and working towards a peaceful resolution to the conflict. The toll on human lives and livelihoods is immeasurable, emphasizing the urgent need for immediate attention, intervention, and a resolute commitment to securing a more stable and peaceful future for the Amhara region.